starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those who are new, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. For those who are returning, hello again. And for my subscribers, thank you so much for your loyalty and support. I truly appreciate your support for this channel. For those who haven't subscribed yet, who would like to subscribe to join this wonderful family, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And if this this video resonates with you, go ahead and illuminate that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate that. All right, so for those of you who are interested in personal readings, all information to book a personal reading with me is in the description box below. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so much for joining me for your weekly. So, if you haven't been here before, what we're going to do is we're going to see what your overall theme is, what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth. This is about your spiritual growth, you guys, if you don't know that already. Stick around to the end so you can see what is coming toward you with regards to love, what the new moon in Leo is bringing you, because the new moon in Leo will occur Saturday, August 7th or Sunday, August 8th, depending on where you are in the world. And then, lastly, you'll be able to ask a question where you will receive an accurate answer from your angels. All right, so we're going to start off with your theme. I also highly recommend watching your moon and rising signs to get a little bit more information, guidance, and insight as to what is surrounding you. Or actually what I should say is how to navigate the energy surrounding you. How about that? Because it's interesting, I'm doing the air signs today. I'm recording this on August 3rd. And the transits that are going around is having us to really evaluate what makes us happy, what doesn't, purging emotions, being true to our heart type of thing. So let's see what you guys get for your reading. We have sisterhood for your theme, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, delight. This is very, very nice. Okay, Gemini. Right off the bat, I'm getting a lot of you need to find a spiritual community or a community of like-minded people, kindred spirits. And I have a feeling this is the theme here, because I'm already sensing what cards might come out, that you're going to need some additional support, but not to be codependent on people, things, jobs, whatever, that you think will give you solace, that you think will give you comfort. All right, because if you're trying to get that comfort or solace from things that are low vibrational, it'll just lower your vibration even more. So Gemini, this is, it's about finding compatible souls, finding, a group of people who are really going to help lift you up. You can vent about whatever's going on in your life, things like that. There's something with the sisters here. This is also 3 of Cups energy for me. It'd be interesting if it comes out, because it seems what I'm getting from this also is that a lot of you have to have more fun. Have fun with friends, or just talk to people who are kind of either going through what you're going through, or who have been through what you have been through, to give you some extra guidance, to help you with the growth, not to just pacify things if you're going through difficult situations. This is also a time where I think a lot of you are going to start running into people who are part of your soul tribe. So if you start getting invited to things like spiritual communities, like I have a like counterpart community in my mobile app for counterparts. Even if you're not a counterpart, you can join it anyway. But if you sign up at capellawellness.com and click on the sign me up button, you'll get an email with a private link to my mobile app, and you will be invited to be part of my community. And I will tell you, this sisterhood / brotherhood is actually helping a lot of us. And it even helps me too, because, we're all still growing. Even though I provide as much guidance as I can to my community, but we're all here to help each other, right? So I would highly recommend you joining that community. Again, go to capellawellness.com and click on the sign me up button to get that email. So you can have access to my private mobile app, and you can, there's some friendships you're going to be having there too. So for those of you who are interested, I highly recommend that. So it looks like this week, Gemini, a lot of your focus is clearing out people who deep down inside aren't for you, who aren't in alignment with where you essentially want to be. Because I feel a lot of you are in the middle of this spiritual journey, right? This growth, you're starting to ascend. But now the people who are not going to support you with that need to fall away. And this is really an excellent time for you to find like-minded people and find a community of individuals who are going to lift you up and support you. And not only that, but they're going to talk about their life's experiences, their journeys, and you're going to learn from them. They're going to learn from you. And this is exactly why we need to be part of these, because this helps us to grow. This is what we're all here for. We're here to grow and to evolve, but at the same time, we're here to help other people grow and evolve, right? It's like Aquarian energy, it's like humanity, where we're supposed to be helping each other. It's not every man for himself. All right. So I would highly recommend you kind of, if you are in a shell, for you coming out of your shell and to start speaking your truth. And look at all the blue in this card. And I was picking up on this. This is about throat chakra as well. With all this blue, a lot of you have to kind of express more about your journey. That's going to help you release certain lower vibrational energies, especially with whatever it is that you're going through. And you're going to feel relieved. And other people are going to be sympathetic with you and be like, oh my gosh, you know what? You just helped me with this thing that I've been dealing with. And then whatever they might say might help you. And again, it goes back and forth. Okay. So this is going to be very important for you to start engaging in. And for some of you who are a little bit shy, I will tell you, and I used to be the same way. I was afraid of being part of these things. But now that I created one and I'm more into doing these types of things, it helps a great deal. The benefits you get from this type of community is very, very huge. And yes, with the Three of Cups energy, you'll start to have a little bit more fun. And some of you will start laughing at some of the things that you used to do in the beginning of your journey, or these false beliefs that you couldn't believe that you were so dead set on, and you ended up finding the truth about them. You're like, I can't believe I believed in that, or I can't believe I was doing this. I've done the same thing. So they really want you to commit to this type of energy, to this type of community. So make sure you start engaging in something like this. And again, I would highly recommend joining mine. I give additional guidance and stuff there, but it's more finding, you're gonna start running into your soul tribe there. Even if it's not my community, somewhere. If you've been wanting to join something, go do it. Don't hold back, okay? This is going to be very, very, very important for you guys to do. And it's not just for this week, because there's heightened energy with this week, but this is for you. For those who are not part of a community like this, it's time for you to start speaking up and showing people who you are and talking about your journey. Because I'm telling you, when you do this, it's really going to uplift others. And when you read other people's stories, it's going to help you as well. The bottom of the deck is reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. So you see, with reflections here, what was I talking about with the community aspect of this, Gemini? And again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, discard the rest, okay? This is just guidance. So you do what you want with your life, but this really will help you. And joining this community is going to help you start to realize who you really are. Look at her looking at this like ocean spirit. I called this something else in another reading, and I can't remember what it was, but every time I do read these cards, it's never the exact same thing for me. So because I read intuitively and I rely heavily on that intuition as opposed to what the book says or what I'm looking at, I always get different messages from this. But this is you starting to realize who you are, and this community is going to help you with realizing your true potential, the emergence of this ocean goddess, this ocean entity that you are, this very highly spiritual being. And look, her foot is in the water and her hand is touching this water spirit, whatever she is. And it looks like this is her soul who's coming out of this water. Oh, this is interesting that I'm getting this, because some of you might have had a past life in Atlantis. And I know one of you is going to laugh because you and I were talking about this before I did this reading. Anyway, you know who you are. Some of you may be realizing that in a past life you had these powers and you have a strong affinity for the ocean. If you're being called to the ocean or any bodies of water, that is a message from my guides to tell you to spend more time as much as you can by water, because the Atlanteans or the Pleiadians even may have additional messages for you while you meditate by the water or stare into the water. That's for some, not for all. But being part of this community is really going to help you, again, be more in tune with your spiritual side, that becoming less human and becoming more of this 5D energy, this 5D entity. Again, this higher spirit, that's your higher self right there, emerging from the waters, coming from the subconscious mind, right? Because the depths of the ocean deal with the subconscious. So when you are tapping into that, the more you do this, the more you start becoming your higher self. You see how she's starting to transform into this water spirit here? The more you reflect on what it is that you truly want for yourself, who you really want to be, the more in alignment you become with your higher self, the more you become your higher self, to the point, like with what I have done, I am living in the 3D world, but as my higher self. I've pulled away from my human tendencies. Yes, I'm still human. I'm not denying that fact. That's obvious. I can't not be human. However, I don't have to be tied to the 3D world where I feel trapped, like the devil energies, right? With codependencies and addictions and obsessions with things and materialism. I went from this to this, feeling like this, even though I still look like this. You see what I'm saying? Even though I still look like a human being, I am embodying more of this, what this represents. And this for me is your higher self. And you are starting to merge into that. And this community here that you should be engaging in is going to help you with this, with your spiritual growth. That's, again, what we're all here to do. And you're really going to start thinking about, you know what? I really can do this. I can let these false beliefs fall away. I can tap into my true potential and live the life that I want, be who I really want to be. And this also helps with manifestation, okay? When you're visualizing yourself as this spirit, your higher self, and understanding the potential that comes with this, you start to see what you are capable of bringing into your life, what you're capable of manifesting. All right. So let's see what you need to focus on. What is it that Gemini needs to focus on for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to me for their highest good, and for Gemini's highest good, what they need to focus on for this week. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, we got Major Arcana, Gemini. We have the Judgment card. And right off the bat, my angels are like, it's time to follow your calling, Gemini. It's like Archangel Gabriel's blaring that horn. Gemini, it's time to heed the call. It's time to wake up. It's time for your spiritual awakening. Some of you haven't started this. Some of you are in the middle of this. Now, for those of you who haven't started, this community is going to help you, again, like I said, with your spiritual growth, and that ties into the awakening. Some of you really need to start heeding this now. Others of you, I'm feeling the majority of you Geminis, you are already in this. So this is Spirit telling you to continue on your path, to continue heeding the call, to continue following the path to your ultimate mission here on this planet. Yes, this is a strong emphasis on continuing to focus on who God made you to be and what your purpose this lifetime is. This is also for you to continue to let things fall away, like I was talking about, and to feel liberated, to free yourself from your old self. That's why I was talking with that reflections card, to free yourself from being tied to your 3D self to become your higher self. And this is really big because this is death and rebirth as well, right? The old you is falling away, and now the 5D you is emerging. And now you're starting to be more in tune with that calling from the angelic realm, from the spiritual realm, to be more in alignment with God, to be more in alignment with your higher self and your true spiritual gifts, your abilities, so that you could teach that to the world, so you can help the rest of this planet with raising its vibration. I'm also getting with this card, continuing to understand your life story, why you went through what you did, and how it was teaching you to get to this point. This is part of the awakening process, when you realize, oh, now I understand why I went through what I went through. It was to teach me this. It was to teach me that. These people came into my life to teach me this, to teach me that, to help me stop my karmic patterns, to help me stop my poor habits, to help me stop being codependent on people, to help me stop with these addictions, these karmic patterns, these karmic people, relationships, jobs, all of the above. All right. You starting to realize through your life story, you're having epiphanies, like the Hanged Man, like the Ace of Swords, and saying, Eureka, I see it clearly now. And that's what God's trying to get you to do. Wake up, Gemini. We want you to wake up to all of this and realize that everything that you have gone through, your life's experiences, was to prepare you for this moment, to prepare you for your mission, okay? Your purpose. Some of you are really going to be seeing a lot of that. And again, I'm going back to the sisterhood card. When you are really expressing yourself in these communities and hearing from other people about their journeys, it's going to help you realize some things, and it's going to help you to awaken even more. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. This is about stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay? It's time for you to step out of your comfort zone, Gemini, and really start heeding the call. If you're being pulled towards something, start listening to that intuition, because God is trying to lead you to somewhere better. That's how it works. This is what happened with me. I had to step out of my comfort zone, leave my 16-year career as an engineer, and to start being a spiritual guide, teacher, advisor, however you want to call it, to do divination, to build my own business, to be on a YouTube channel when most of my life, because my South Node is in Aquarius, I was trying to follow people and not be a leader. I was trying to hide behind the curtain. And that was huge for me, because this is about your North Node too. Stepping out of your South Node and stepping into your North Node. That is why you are here. It's time for you to step out of your comfort zone, Gemini, and really start heeding that call. You are being called to do something greater than what you are doing right now. This is also continuing to have hope for the future along your journey and having that vision. Visualize. Again, what you contemplate, you can actualize. Visualize what it is that you see yourself doing, what you want your future to hold. Making those plans. How am I going to go about continuing my awakening process, and what else needs to fall away? What else do I need to purge? What do I need to start doing? What do I need to stop doing? And for some of you, I need to stop doing this. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable because you're going to start doing something you've never done before. All right? So let's see what you need to avoid. What is it that Gemini needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Two of Swords. We have indecisiveness, avoidance, obstacles. Some of you are still avoiding making those changes necessary and heeding the call. Some of you feel stuck. Some of you feel like progress isn't being made, but if progress isn't being made, Gemini, that's for some of you, not for all of you. That is your doing, because you are keeping yourself blindfolded to the truth. Some of you really need to take off that blindfold and see the truth as, again, with reflections, who you truly are, what you need to release, what you need to fall away, allow to fall away, what do you need to let go of. And a lot of it has to deal with stepping out of your comfort zone, doing things you've never done before. And some of you know what those things are, but you're afraid to let go of that. It's time for you to let go of that, Gemini, if you're resonating with this portion of the reading. Don't avoid it. Don't be blind to the truth, because your truth is right here. You're being called to see the truth. You have to continue, and those who are continuing their awakening, make sure you don't go back to keeping yourself blindfolded to the truth. And some of you may be like in a fight with somebody. Like, I keep hearing, I challenge you to a duel. And now this is you, if this is you, Gemini, where it's like maybe you had conversation with someone and you want to come back at them because maybe the conversation wasn't very lighthearted, or it wasn't very pleasant. And some of you want to fight this person, but using those harsh words again. Again, that's for like a few of you here. If it's not resonating with you, it's not your situation, okay? But I'm picking up from this too, where it's like some words were exchanged, and I get this sense of somebody's trying to win, kind of like Five of Swords energy, winning at all costs. Now, if this is you, Gemini, especially with swords about communication too, but they want you to take the high road. Again, that's for a few of you. They don't want you to just go back, and they're kind of like saying, just don't even say your piece. Just stay quiet. That's what I just heard. Don't challenge them to a duel is what I keep hearing, okay? But for a lot of you, yes, this is about you to stop avoiding the truth, being blind to the truth as to what it is you're being called to do. And some of you who are already in the journey and you're already starting to follow that, I'm hearing don't go backwards. I'm hearing it's about don't allow the obstacles that come in your way with this spiritual awakening to affect you. Because some of you are like running into bumps and stuff like that. They're saying to keep going, kind of like Nine of Swords, not Nine of Swords, I'm sorry. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, persevering. Maybe Knight of Pentacles too. Keep going. Don't allow obstacles with this journey to hinder your progress. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, for a few of you, when I talked about some fight, some altercation, it's like you want to challenge them to a duel. It's like, oh yeah, well, you know what? Like, I'm going to say this back to you. They're telling you, for those of you who are resonating with this part of the reading, don't do that. Because you're stooping down to their level. That's what I just heard. Don't be the cold bitch. I had to say it because that's exactly what they told me to say. Avoid any further challenges, any further altercations, any further exchanges with words, because somebody may be coming back to you to continue to be a punk or whatever. They want you to take the high road. Don't be, I had to say it again, guys. I say it out of love, trust me. But this is what they want me to say. This is the cold, hard truth, right? Don't avoid what you are being told, because if you're trying to win an argument here, it's not going to work in your favor. So for some of you, Spirit is saying avoid being the cold bitch, because that's lower vibrational. It's not going to help the situation. Just take the high road. For others of you, this is you avoiding that divine wisdom that is being given to you for you to take action to head towards your life's purpose. All right. This queen, she doesn't deal with bullshit. She doesn't make excuses. She became exceptionally wise from the hard knocks of her life, from the sorrow and the pain that she went through. And she became the freaking queen. Not a knight, not a page, not any of the lower minor arcana cards with the swords. All those life's experiences that she went through, she realized. That's why I'm saying, reflecting, you know what? I went through all of this because it was trying to get me to here. It helped me learn this lesson. This relationship that was crappy, I learned from this. This job that I struggled with and people took advantage of me and they tried to sabotage my work, and I'm speaking from my own experience, it taught me a lesson. And I've said some of my own experiences about this to other people. I gained wisdom and knowledge from my pain, my suffering, from the loss, from the sorrow, from the hard shit that I dealt with in life, and it made me stronger. It made me mentally strong, so that I wasn't giving in fully to my emotions and being, oh my God, you know, overly dramatic or super emotional. Why me? Why me? Why me? Right? And I used to say that as a kid. If you ask my family members, I actually have a button. I had a button collection. I don't know who found it. Maybe my mom or my sisters, or maybe I did. It has Garfield on it, and it's red with yellow text, and it says why me on it. And my family laughed because I used to say that a lot, because stuff used to happen to me. I'm like, why did I have to go through this? And I used to say, why me? Go ask my family. It's one of the funniest memories that I have about myself. And I don't say that anymore, because now I'm wiser, because everything that I've learned in my life was to help me to grow stronger than I've ever been. So don't be blind to that truth, and don't start avoiding all these life's lessons and thinking, why me? Woe is me. Five of Pentacles energy, don't do that. Because you become the queen, whether you're male or female, when you start realizing everything that you've been through was a lesson to be learned. And swords are about lessons in life's experiences and the truth that comes from those life's experiences and those lessons. The better you learn from your life's lessons, the smarter you become, the more intelligent you become, the more wiser you become, to the point where you stop making excuses as to why things happen to you, and you take that divine wisdom that God continues to give you, you make a plan, and you take action, and you go about continuing to rule your kingdom, your empire, okay? So make sure that you are not blind to this, and you don't look at it from a completely logical standpoint either. Don't be so much up in the head. And Geminis, I know you guys can be very much up in the head. A lot of overthinking. This is overthinking too. Stop the overthinking. A lot of air energy, and what you need to avoid, guys. Stop with the overthinking. Stop with the mental anguish and thoughts. That's probably why I said Nine of Swords. That'd be funny if it comes out. You're being guided. You're awakening because you're starting to have, again, some of you are having epiphanies. Oh my God. All of everything that I've went through, all the shit that I've went through, it was to make me mentally stronger, emotionally balanced, to be wiser, and to stand in my power. She's a very powerful queen. And she doesn't allow her emotions to get the best of her. She is the least emotional of the queen. She's like, fuck all those emotions right now. I need to stand in my power. I need to get up out of my head, and I need to start listening to my divine guidance, because God is telling me what I need to do, and I need to take action. And I have to stop making excuses, stop wallowing in my sorrows. And this is after some of you may be purging emotions, right? But once you purge all of those emotions, you get back into this Queen of Swords energy. This is a strong Gemini right here. That's what you need to get back to doing. Okay? But a lot of this also has to do with a lot of overthinking. And avoiding, maybe some of you may be blocking those emotions. You're like, why am I in so much of my emotions? Why am I purging all this? Why am I crying so much? Let it all fall away, right? What was I talking about? Letting all that stuff fall away and starting to realize, you know what? I just realized something with this Queen of Swords energy and the Judgment card. I need to start changing it up. All right. Okay, let's see why the Judgment card is here. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Palladian Syrians, please reveal to me for my highest good and Gemini's highest good why the Judgment card is here. Please and thank you. Oh, well, if it isn't the Eight of Swords, did I say? I know I said 9. I might have said it before. Here's the Eight of Swords, guys. You need to rise above those mental thoughts that you're having. The mental anguish, toxicities of your mind trying to take control of everything. Some of you are not, this is for those who are not heeding the call. Some of you are not heeding the call because you doubt that calling. You are afraid. You are paralyzed with fear to make that decision to move away from everything that you've ever known and to step into the life that God is calling you to lead, calling you to live. All right. Here's another blindfold. Even though we don't have the blindfold in this Two of Swords, this is still embodying the same thing. That's why I said stop being blind to the truth. Take that blindfold off. Here's more air energy, Gemini. Make sure you are not overthinking and you are up in your head to the point where you feel completely stuck. You are not stuck. Don't allow the lack of self-confidence to heed that call to follow your mission stop you. The obstacles, right? The obstacles of being that strong Queen of Swords. When you are already that Queen of Swords, you need to embody it. And the Queen of Swords also speaks her truth, okay? That's also, some of you are avoiding speaking your truth. And we talked about that with the throat chakra. And here's more energy, guys. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You got to step out of your comfort zone. You got to stop having doubts about yourself and your abilities. A lot of you, again, you're afraid to leave the life that you've known. I'm seeing again, you got to step into your North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. We had the Two of Wands, right? You are so fearful of doing something completely different from doing something that everyone else is doing. I had that same issue. And now that I've gotten over that hump, oh my God, I have to be honest here. And I kind of chuckle a little bit because I'm like, oh, all of my colleagues are still stuck in that 3D real world 9-to-5 environment. And I broke away from that. People thought I was crazy. And I was like, I don't give a shit what you think. This is what God is leading me towards. This is my calling. And I'm telling you, I'm living my best life. It is better than any other job I've ever had. All those other jobs that I had were preparing me for this job right here, even though this has nothing to do with engineering. All of those other jobs for my 16 years of my engineering career helped me get to here, believe it or not. One of these days, I'll either write a book about it, I'll do a video about it, but right now I'm not being called to do that. But no joke. All of those jobs led me to here. Prepared me for this one tremendously. The bottom of the deck, look, I said Knight of Pentacles. It's time to buckle down and get shit done, Gemini. Some of you really need to continue on that journey, right? Keep going. It may be slow moving. A lot of work needs to be done, especially when you're going through your awakening and you're starting to really follow your mission. You got to keep your eyes on the prize, Gemini. You can't allow that paralyzing fear to keep you from moving forward. This is a huge calling for you. For those Geminis who are still kind of stuck and who are afraid of moving in that path. That's why you got to do a lot of self-reflection, and that community is going to help you realize some things. Other spiritual advisors, people like me, are going to help you start realizing some things. And you're going to be like, you know what? Yeah, I really need to cut all this out. Take responsibility for your actions. You are the one who has to do the hard work. This is a very hard-working knight. He's the slowest one, but he always reaches his destination. He always achieves his goals. Why? Because he knows that through hard work and dedication, and as long as he visualizes that Ace of Pentacles that he wants for himself, that I'm going to get to that Ace of Pentacles, he does get to the Ace of Pentacles. He always accomplishes his goals as long as he stays committed and dedicated to his heart, to what God is leading him towards. So a lot of you, and some of you may be stuck on, this is hard work, this is a long journey, but God is telling you to keep going. Don't rest on your laurels. Keep your eye on the prize. Have renewed hope for your future. Because when you are being pulled away from the chaos of the world and from the craziness, from society, and trying to be a follower, it's hard and it's scary. But there's one knight here This is you going in the opposite direction. You already have the pentacle in your hand. You just have to remember that that's your end goal here. Start setting goals for yourself and stick to them. Taking responsibility for your actions, not saying, woe is me, why do I have to go through this, all that other stuff. You're like, nope, I'm going to be focused on my mission. I'm going to be dedicated to my mission. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to make plans. I'm going to set goals for myself, and I'm going to achieve them. And it's your goals, Gemini, your dreams, your aspirations, what you want to achieve, not what your parents want you to achieve, not what society wants you to achieve, not what a counterpart, a lover, a husband, a wife, a family member, a friend. I said friend already, didn't I? None of that. None of that. This is you achieving what you want to achieve. And God is all part of this because we have the Judgment card. God is leading you to your Ace of Pentacles, to your new beginning. That's going to be completely different than the life that you are living now. All right, Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support. Oh, why, Lord Jesus. There's air energy in here, all up in this reading. We've got Seven of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and Judgment twice. Holy cow, you guys. And look what's at the bottom. Four Swords. This is about healing. Some of you are avoiding doing the healing work. And some of you who are in a light counterpart / twin flame connection, some of you are getting distracted by other things, and you're not taking the blindfold. You're not seeing the truth in the situation, that you are in this counterpart connection to do your healing during what? Separation. The Three of Swords is on the wall. The Three of Swords signifies separation, the heartbreak, and the loss. Some of you are avoiding healing your broken heart. Some of you are not focusing on this. You're being called to do that. Your awakening is part of this process where you're going to start clearing out a lot of this Three of Swords energy. And it's not just with the counterpart stuff. It's with everything else that's happened in your life that caused you to grieve, to cause you to cry, to cause you to have heartbreak. This even deals with losses of friends and family members and things like that. A lot of that's got to be purged. Some of you are avoiding this. Some of you are wondering why you're going to have to heal from this, but it's necessary for your spiritual growth and your evolution. It's part of your awakening. All right? This is reflection too. All right? Going within and doing some self-reflection. What is it do I need to change about myself? What is it that really makes me happy? What is it that I really want to do? Who I want to become? All right? It's the bottom of the deck for your sisterhood card, for the theme for the week. Going within. Don't be blind to the truth. You need to meditate, Gemini. You need to do a lot of more meditation because there's so much air energy here, thoughts. You guys, your mind is overtaking your soul, your body, your emotions. Balance that out. Cut that shit out like the Queen of Swords energy. She's the least emotional. Some of you avoiding, trying to balance out your head and your heart. Some of you may be overly emotional and overly critical of yourself. Oh, that's Queen of Swords too. The Queen of Swords can be very critical of herself in the shadow sense. Some of you are doing too much overthinking because you're being overly critical about yourself. Okay, that's for some of you. Negative thoughts, yep. Deceptive thoughts. Maybe you are overthinking something because maybe somebody continues to be untruthful to you. Somebody who's betrayed you. Somebody who's deceiving you. Am I being deceived? by this awakening? Am I being deceived? Am I going to be led into a trap if I follow my calling? No, Gemini, you won't. It's freaking God telling you, Gemini, wake up. I'm leading you to your paradise. Don't shoot me, guys, but this is what he said. I'm not fucking around. God does curse, by the way. And I know when God's talking to me because the voice is very different. I hear it, I feel it differently. God's saying, I'm not fucking around, Gemini. I'm leading you to your paradise. Don't follow what everybody else says. Oh, that's not possible. That there's no paradise on earth. Blah, 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 blah. All the false beliefs, guys. If this is you, don't believe in that. Don't believe what society's telling you. What society's telling you is normal. Who said it was normal? Was it written in the 10 Commandments that it was normal? Did God actually tell you that it was normal? That's why you got to do a lot of reflection. You got to go within and get your answers from God, not from society. Or again, getting some answers from other people's life experience, because you're going to help each other. Getting answers from people who've been through this already, to give you that guidance and say, no, I'm proof of that. It's not a joke. God wants you to stop being up in your head. This could also very well be getting information outside of yourself, because Swords is information, communication. Page of Swords is social media. Page of Swords isn't here, but they're showing me Page of Swords. Maybe some of you are going too much to the outside world to get your information. You're being deceived by that. There's too much of that, too much activity with the Eight of Wands. There's too much going on in your head, in your life, Gemini, that is keeping you from heeding the call. Some of you are not learning your life's lessons. That's what Judgment in this place talks about. Avoiding the situation, not taking action and heeding your call, because you're overthinking it. You're like, really, God, you're leading me to this? And God's like, yes, Gemini. You're not going to be led into a trap. You're not being deceived. With these two cards here, this is taking action very quickly. And this is also taking action and heeding the call. Your life's mission. Some of you are avoiding this because of all the thoughts in your head. Too much overthinking and paralyzing fear. You're afraid to take risks too, because the Seven of Swords talks about taking risks as well. This is fear about taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone and not conforming to society. Who gives a shit about society? And I'm not being an ass about this, because the world that we see right now, do you think it's a world of this energy? Friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, delight? No. This is why you need to start being part of this. Even though they're smaller in numbers right now, you are going to be called, you're being called to be part of this, to make this bigger, to make this become part of society. Wow, that was pretty big right there. I've never seen that before. But anyway, you are going to be a leader into having society become more of a sisterhood, more of a brotherhood. There you go. Don't follow the society that is leading you astray, that is telling you what to do, how to live your life, what is normal. Who said, again, what is normal? God is telling you, God tells you what is normal. Forget even about the normal term. God tells you what is right for you. It's your truth, Gemini, not society's truth. Wow, I feel so empowered right now. This is awesome. This is a good reading. It's a good reading, Gemini. All right, let's see what Spirit has for you. What guidance Spirit has for you this week. What guidance do we have for Gemini this week, Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Yes. Oh. Look, look, look. You have divine magic. Extra magical energy surround your situation right now. Expect miracles. You need to take advantage of this magic, Gemini. For some of you being up in your head, something is going to change. I just heard from God that there's a miracle coming your way. There's like some epiphany, like I was saying. And Mercury is about to square Uranus, and you are ruled by Mercury. There's going to be either some communication or some opportunity. Something is going to be told, or you're going to have an epiphany about something that's really going to help you out. Some insight into something. I'm hearing epiphanies again. And right now, especially with today's astrological transits, and Mercury is about to square Uranus. Is it squaring? I think so. Yeah. Expect the unexpected. Unexpected news, unexpected situations. This is also you really going to start finding more of who you need to disconnect from, emotions you need to disconnect from, and then starting to see the people that are really true to your purpose, to your heart, who you really value. And maybe some unexpected people may come into your life to help you with your awakening, with your mission, with your journey, whatever this is. Emotions are going to be coming up about the truth and what the outside world is telling you. Okay? Knowing what your truth is, Gemini. What is it that you want? What doesn't make you feel happy? What is going to bring your happiness? Use this magic right now, Gemini. All right? Believe in this magic. Believe in miracles. The belief in just that alone is going to help you. God is helping your situation right now. You don't see it, but that is a miracle in itself. Because when it presents itself, you're going to be like, oh my God, the unexpected, right? Okay? Some miracles are coming in. Some may be receiving unexpected communication for something or from someone that is positive in nature. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. See? Think of your desire. Don't get up in deceptive thoughts, negative thoughts about yourself, criticizing yourself. That's going to manifest more lower vibrational things. Think positively. And I do this all the time. I'm telling you, you guys. I don't know if I talked about this. I know I was talking to somebody about this. Music for manifesting is incredibly powerful. I started having sea salt baths. Not listening to frequencies anymore. Because I said, let me change it up a bit. I put the speaker right on my bathtub. I could feel the vibrations from the music into the water that was flowing into me. And I was singing my heart out. And when I was thinking of something, it manifested. And for other things that I was thinking about, in my own readings, the energy shifted tremendously. And now the manifestation of what I did with that bath, with the music and me singing in it, and being all fully into the music, it actually accelerated the manifestation of what I was thinking about. No joke. And for the little things that I was manifesting, it happened like hours later or the next day. Now, don't get hung up on things that you want to manifest that you know aren't really good for you right now. This is what Gemini wants. Your goals and aspirations, and not forcing things to happen. If you want to manifest like a higher vibration or a better, experiences in life or something like that, focus on that. Focus on, if you are stepping out of your comfort zone and leaving the 3D world behind and starting your own business or whatever this is for you, doing something completely new, think about you achieving that goal that you have, that dream that you have. Music is an excellent manifestation technique, let me tell you. And I don't think a lot of people know this. I know they talk about journaling and meditations. For me, music has been huge. I've manifested stuff for my son even. Okay? For my son. Super fast by doing this. I sing all the time. I dance all the time. I sea salt baths. I start listening to this really, really uplifting music that I pour my heart and soul into, and I feel it, and then the manifestation happens, or I accelerate something big that is going to manifest for me. I highly, highly recommend doing this from now on. It's going to create a lot more magic for you in your life, and it's going to see, the divine is going to see this because it's going to raise your vibration significantly. And then God is going to be like, wow, Gemini's vibration is that high. Okay, here come your miracles. The manifestation of your miracles is tied to doing this. I'm telling you guys, it's been incredibly helpful for me. All right. I love this card. Absolutely. What else was there? Oh. Okay. Let's see what the new moon in Leo is bringing you. Again, it occurs either on Saturday, August 7th or Sunday, August 8th, depending on where you are in the world. I believe if you are in the States, it's Sunday, August 8th, which also happens to be the Lionsgate portal. That's a biggie. With the new moon in Leo and then the Lionsgate, and Leo's all about the lion, the heart of the lion. Shit, man. I'm wondering what's going on Sunday. Look at this. Be bold and make the first move. The cardinal moon. Oh, look, Gemini. I had a feeling this was going to show up somewhere. Look, it's you. Communication is key. It's like I did say something about some truth is going to come. You're going to get some sort of communication about something or from someone. It's going to reveal something to you. They want me to read both of these. I know this reading is long, but I don't care. Like I say, this is for your spiritual growth. I don't screw around with these readings. New moon in Gemini. Let's see here. A successful relationship comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. I was talking about being all in your head, right? Someone is flirting with you, read more books. Communication, socializing, ideas, travel. It's gossipy and flirtatious. It's a wonderful time to get out and socialize. Geminis love a chat. One thing to be aware of is that this card could also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble crossed wires in your brain. What was I talking about? With all that air energy, guys. Some of you need to do meditate. I said meditation. And music is a form of meditation too. I forgot to say that. Thank you, Spirit. That is my favorite and main source of meditation, music. I meditate with music all the freaking time. It is the best thing. And it's not just frequencies. You can meditate to frequencies. I'm not saying don't do that. But when I put some songs on, okay, listen to James Morrison's The Awakening. This is perfect for you guys because the Awakening card is right here. I've gone back to listening to that, and it appeared while I was having lunch at a pizza place with my son, and I Shazammed it, and it is the best song that I've ever heard in my entire life, and I listen to a lot of music. And it helped me during my awakening, and I know I was thinking why I was listening to it again, but God showed me just the other day why I'm listening to that again, and it's been on loop for days now. I go meditate on the cliff with that song. I'm starting to listen to it in the shower again, and I'm singing, but I mean singing, okay? I would highly recommend listening to that. It's an incredibly powerful song, and it talks about James's own awakening. And it also talks about, for those in a counterpart connection, or both of you, about the struggles with the 3D world. Okay? Don't be all up in your head. And it did say, get out and socialize. The community is going to really help you with this, Gemini. All right? Oh, be bold and make the first move. The cardinal moon, I forgot about. Where is the cardinal moon in here? Bear with me. There it is. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. Queen of Swords energy. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. Holy shit. You see what I was saying? I am taking charge of my destiny. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. The cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, they like to get things started, and these are the natural leaders. Something new is starting, and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. What was I talking about? You being leaders? What was I saying? Okay. And with that Queen of Swords energy, she leads too, right? But she doesn't deal with the bullshit, and she doesn't make excuses. She is dead set on something. She takes action. That's why with here, I was talking about some of you are not taking action and doing things. You're all up in your head. You're avoiding learning your lessons. You're avoiding and taking action. I said with these two energies, it's like take action now. You need to do it now. Whatever this is for you, Gemini, it's time for you to do it now. Okay, let's see. What is coming to you with regards to love? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians. What is coming to Gemini with regards to love? That one didn't want to go back in. Camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past to make memories. Okay, Gemini, with regards to love, this is about you learning from the past with regards to relationships. What was I talking about learning from your past life's experiences? With both the Judgment card and the Queen of Swords, you can't make this up. Okay? Make your own memories. Don't get caught up in the past either with what happened or didn't happen in past relationships or a current connection, okay? Some of you may be up in your head because you're reminiscing, you're overthinking. Maybe you're thinking, if you're in a counterpart connection, is this person really supposed to catapult me to where I'm supposed to be? Is this whole thing an illusion? Why am I having to go through this? That's for some of you, not for all of you. And it already says all right here, Gemini. God said, what did he say? I'm not fucking around. He's not kidding. You're being led to something great. Be a leader. All right. Now, for others of you, your person has been reminiscing, maybe looking at your photos, maybe something you gave them, emails, previous text messages, even though it's camera, keepsakes, right? Thinking about the memories they had with you. The bottom of the deck is love. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. You see, self-love is part of this. It is part of the awakening on top of a lot of other things. Understanding what unconditional love really is. This is also talking about for you guys to unconditionally love those people who you had relationships with, and if you're in a connection with right now that you're most likely separated from. But this is really about having unconditional love for yourself. Not doubting, not being critical of yourself, not being afraid that you're not capable of something, none of that bullshit. You have to love yourself unconditionally. All the time. And I'm also hearing that if you're dealing with your person of interest has a strong attraction towards you. They're very passionate about you. And they love you a lot. Okay? All right. Okay, ask your question. Meditate on it while I shuffle. Wow. Perfect timing. The bottom of the deck is opportunity. I saw a glimpse of the bottom of the card. Look what it is underneath this. You see? Can't make it up. This is also you communicating clear to the universe what it is that you want. That's where you got to reflect. You go within. What is it that Gemini really wants? Okay, now I'm going to communicate it to the universe. This is also you communicating with a group of kindred souls, like in my light counterpart community. Because you know what, guys? When you are part of a community and a forum and you speak your truth, it's preparing you for your mission, because you are supposed to be a leader in something. And you're going to be speaking to other people. Some of you may very well be standing on a podium speaking to thousands, if not millions of people, all right? Or like even your own YouTube channel and doing what I'm doing, right? I'm speaking to a collective. That will help prepare you, because some of you need to unblock your throat chakras. You're a little bit afraid of actually speaking your truth. These people are going to help you get out of that comfort zone of speaking up, of communicating to the world, okay? I had huge fears with public speaking, with speaking my truth. Not anymore. I don't give two shits what anybody says, okay? They want me to read oh my gosh. I'm like, am I done with the reading yet? They said, no, go read the book for the perfect timing card. We want you to read it to the Geminis. I'm like, okay. This is the perfect timing. Whoa. This is the perfect timing for the situation you've asked about. Move forward with confidence. Don't delay or hesitate because an energy gateway is presently open for you. This energy, and it probably has to do with the Lion's Gate portal and the new moon in Leo. Conditions are ripe. Even if you don't feel prepared, rest assured that you are. You see, you guys feel like you're not ready. You're afraid. You're thinking, I can't do this. You're doubting yourself. Was that it? Yeah, that's the last of that. See? You're ready, Gemini. You're ready to do whatever this is. I'm telling you, it's scary as all hell. It's been a year since I left my career as an engineer. I'm not dead. I'm not homeless. I'm not in despair, right? I think my energy is pretty positive to help you guys, right? I took that leap of faith. I stepped out. Well, isn't that something, Gemini, that my video cuts off right when I get to the end of it? Anyway, what I was saying, I stepped out of my comfort zone, right? I followed my calling, even though it was scary as all hell. I'm living my best life. I would do it all over again, even though it was hard as all hell. I would do it all over again. And I took advantage when they told me, Jess, you need to jump now. And I said, okay, how high? And then I moved. I wouldn't be living the life I am living today. And this does have to do with the energies of the Lionsgate portal. Take advantage of this opportunity, guys, because that window of opportunity, just like it says here, it's gonna close. And we are still in the Lionsgate portal right now. I don't remember when it closes, but we're already part of it. I think the pinnacle is the 8-8. Take advantage of this magic right now. That portal is open. It's the perfect time to make that leap of faith, to get out of your comfort zone, to do whatever it is that you're being called to do. You have the universe. It's like the universe is like, we got you, Gemini. Look at the magic surrounding you. Expect miracles. Just jump through that portal. Don't worry about anything. You can't have doubt. You're ready. Even if you don't think you are, you're ready. Because you know why? The magic of the universe is going to support you. That portal is here for you to take advantage of you. It's going to close. So many people are going to miss the boat. I don't want you missing the boat. Okay? Don't miss the boat, Gemini. All right, loves. That concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video. For subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. For illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Starry out.